What's up, people who listen to Blur's Park Life way too much? Welcome back to All the Country Parks, show where we visit all the country parks in the UK. Today we're here at Clifton Country Park, and we're actually here on the same day as we're filming more of the River Irwell, so that's why the weather looks so similar between videos. And that's also on Mother's Day today, so happy Mother's Day, Mum. She is with us, but she's camera shy, so she won't be showing up aside from maybe another little cameo. Yeah.
When was it opened, Simon?
1991. Got it. And there's a cafe here now.
Yeah, this is one of the few places where the visitor centre is still open, or at least the cafe is.
You can go get yourself a nice cornetto around here.
Okay. Hello, there are a number of maintained trails through the country park. We're actually going to have a go at walking the perimeter trail marked by these red arrows, which start through the woods at the northern edge of the park, and just up there you've got the bank of the Manchester-Bolton Railway. Yeah. Eventually you turn away from the railway and go down these steps towards the River Irwell.
Tree's been vandalised.
Yeah, a few carvings here. Have a slap on the wrist, Katie, whoever you are or were. Hello. Through the woods there is the old Arboretum of Clifton House, the house that the mine owner Matthew Fletcher built, but I don't think it's easy to pick it out now from amongst the general surround of trees. And here you eventually come down to the River Irwell. Nice, wide and serene here, running down from Ringley, and we're following it this way back into the environs of the country park. So we might actually be sharing this bit of footage between two videos, so I'll try and bear that in mind. You'll remind me if I start making mistakes, won't you, Simon?
If you look at the river too long, you'll see the bodies of your enemies flow by.
A little further on, the Irwell takes a very graceful curve across to a footbridge, and you can see the gravel has formed a bit of an island here. Very nice spot. And at this nice graceful turn of the Irwell, which exposes some of the gritstone on the bank there, and the perimeter trail has you taking a little bit of a climb back up away from the river. Now, I don't know if they've had any problems with suicidally inclined people, but there is a notice here not to jump off the little cliff into the river. It's certainly not very deep. Even if you clear the rocks, you could find that the water doesn't provide much of a cushion. Hello, this is towards the end of the Irwell stretch inside Clifton Country Park. It keeps going on towards Salford, but the paths in the country park would swing off to the right, not far beyond this point. Yeah. Hello, at the southern edge of the lake, if you turn back towards the information centre, you start seeing the industrial archaeology. This is the remains of wet earth colliery, and this is all that remains of the engine shed. The colliery was started here by Matthew Fletcher because the Irwell had thrown up coal seams really close to the surface, so it made it very easy to get at. And so this became a large mine called Wet Earth Colliery, and it got that name because it flooded so badly. But James Brindley, the famous canal engineer, came here and sorted all that out and managed to make it a profitable concern. So Fletcher and Brindley were responsible for a lot of employment in this area. Probably blighted it, but as you can see, it's now been restored to loveliness. Hello, I'll have to correct myself. I think what we saw before was the remains of part of a crane for the loading basin for goods being lifted from the air well. And this is much more likely to be the engine shed. You can see there's a trench in the middle where the engine would be, and people would work around it.
Oh, it's alright. Go on,
Do we need to film that bit again?
No, leave it in, it's funny and it's
Right.
still working.
Okay.
It's, yeah, probably the engine shed.
Hello. Here is what's known as the Cottage. I'm presuming that perhaps the mine manager lived here close to where he could keep an eye on the workers. Looks that sort of place. See the remains of a fireplace in there. Doesn't look as if it was ever particularly comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
The chimney is known as Fletcher's Folly, presumably because it was no good for the purpose it was built for. I mean, it looks industrial rather than decorative, or maybe just Fletcher had strange taste in architecture. I don't know. Perhaps one for me to look up and add later. And here I'm standing at the bottom of what was the old boiler. This whole site was a boiler house. You can see some brickwork still there, but the actual big boiler, I'm guessing, will be here on this light plinth. Maybe this formed the original base, or perhaps it's been concreted over and it's the brickwork you can see underneath. I don't know, but still a nice site. Hello, here is the wheel chamber, the real heart of the colliery. You can see this nice sculpture here commemorating the Galloway ponies who worked to get the mines drained, and that's at one side. If you look over this side, there's a very deep wheel pit. The wheels have gone, but you've still got a spiral staircase to get down to the bottom, though it looks like the bottom of it is flooded.
And
yeah,
if you go around the other side, it's a pair of sculptures of these rather menacing looking figures. One of them looks like Fred Dibner, but I don't think it is Fred Dibner. They are much more menacing when they're close up. And look at that one. Sheesh.